Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and we have a possibility of the full Doctor Strange 2 the Multiverse of Madness plot leak. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this plot. Again, guys, take it as a grain of salt as we have no confirmation if this is true or not. But hey, at least we have more information coming from those two trailers as well as a teaser promo for the Super Bowl. So before that, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn notifications when videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and let's begin. Okay, so the film opens in a fiery born forest. Mordo is hunting Wanda. He has a magical bow, and Wanda shot off his head. That's how the film starts, allegedly. Wong is the sorcerer supreme in the film, something that we already know. It says, then we go to a multiverse chase with Chavez, a Wong, and a very classic-looking Strange. They're running away from some interdimensional demon. Strange and them are en route to retrieve a bug that will grant them a spell to defeat any evil. They get close but are impaled. Chavez takes Strange's dead body, and multiverse hops into our main New York timeline. Chavez, when she gets anxious and very scared, she can open multiverse portals, and Chavez is the only one that can do this. Chavez takes that Strange body to the main New York timeline, where we see Strange and Wong at Palmer's wedding. This is when Shuma-Gorath attacks New York City and tries to harvest Chavez. Shuma was summoned by Wanda, and Strange and Wong go to battle Shuma. Cars are being smashed, crushed with people inside them, and Wong and Strange are able to put out a spell on Shuma and rip his eye out. This is when Strange and Wong meet Chavez, and she takes him to Stranger's dead body in an alleyway. Then we get to a pizza shop, and Chavez always craves pizza when she enters another universe because it allows her to calm her senses. They're eating pizza. Strange is having a nightmare about dying with Wong. This is when Chavez explains that Strange dreams are multiversal events happening for real. Chavez talks about how she's always on the run from some monster, and she gives the idea about bringing in an Avenger. Strange thinks of Wanda. This is where we see the conversation where Strange goes to Wanda, they talk about Westby and so on, and this is when she threatens Strange, and he goes to Kumar Tosh to protect Chavez. We're introduced to Rintra, the Minotaur, during this scene. So Wanda kills a lot of people. This is when she goes to Kamartaj and we see a big fight. She's able to capture Sorcerer Supreme Wong, but Strange and Chavez are able to escape to another universe. Now Wanda can astral project herself to other universes, but cannot bring in her full self. We see Strange and Chavez in that Iron Legion timeline. Strange is looking for help. Then they go to another timeline where Strange sacrificed himself to defeat Thanos. They go to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and Mordo is the Sorcerer Supreme. This is when he poisons Strange and Chavez, and they awake in a prison. Mordo brings Strange to the rest of the Illuminati, and the multiverse Illuminati team consists of Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel, Bladder the Brave, Professor X, as well as Captain Carter. Again, this is allegedly. We also see Mr. Fantastic from the original Mr. Fantastic Four film released in 2004, and that is Ian Griffith as Reed Richards. So again, guys, this is allegedly for now. But we know that Professor X is going to be a part of the Illuminati. Now they're debating whether or not to kill him because he's breaching multiverses and that is forbidden. But Strange is discussing how Wanda is coming. Now we go to a scene where we see a good Wanda from the Illuminati timeline. It's where her kids. They're having fun, but it ends when evil Wanda is able to astral project into good Wanda. Kids are confused as their good mom leaves. We see now Wanda goes to the Illuminati, and Volver the Brave says Wanda is no match for the Illuminati. Wanda does a magic swift with her arm, and Volver the Brave is impaled. This is where a fight breaks out. We see Xavier and his floating chair like in the animated series. I think Monica and Captain Carter are crushed by some fallen statue or thrown to a wall. Can't remember which it is. So we know from the trailer that we see Monica Rambeau fighting. I believe it's not Monica, my mistake. It's Maria Rambeau. From the trailer, it looks like Maria. So for now, she's Captain Marvel. We see how Xavier informs Strange of the Whisper. We don't know what that is. And we see a fight where we see Palmer break Chavez out of prison, where we see she goes to the Illuminati headquarters, and we see Xavier and Wanda fight. Xavier tries to heal Wanda, but Wanda kills him by snapping his neck. So yeah, Professor Xavier comes back, but it's automatically killed. We see Strange and Mordo fight, and we cannot remember how this fight ends, as we know, Mordo is evil as well in the Illuminati timeline. Now we go to see Palmer, Strange, and Chavez in the underground sanctum, running away from super creepy demonic Wanda. Wanda is blowing shit up as she gets close to them, and Strange and then reach a door. It's locked. Palmer is able to open it with the help from her bracelet. This door opens to the multiverse, and we see the book that they want to use. They're trying to reach the book, but Wanda grabs Chavez and throws Strange and Palmer to another timeline. The estimated New York City, where Defender Strange is the ruler of the Sanctum. They retreat to Shuma-Gorath and create a magic barrier to prevent Wanda from getting in. She enters the mind of a new weak sorcerer and breaks the spell and kills 90% of all sorcerers. Wanda now back at Shuma-Gorath with Chavez. A sorcerer sacrificed herself to destroy the book of the Darkhold, so Wanda cannot do anything. Wanda then threatens Wong to tell her where there's another Darkhold, and Wanda forces him to tell her or she will destroy the entire existence. Wong informs her of a Darkhold high up in the mountains, in a place unknown. They go there, and this castle building inside has a Darkhold demonic etching in the wall. With Chavez's power and the Darkhold together, Wanda can now multiverse hop her physical form to her kids and bring them to her universe. We have evil Wanda beat up a good Wanda, and she goes to her kids in this timeline. While this happened, we have that scene where Strange faces his evil self, Defender Strange versus Strange, and Strange kills his evil self by throwing him out of a window and getting impaled on a fence. The only way he can save Chavez by astral projecting himself into his dead self in the main timeline. So Strange is walking like a zombie, something from the trailer. And we have a scene of a few survivors at Shuma-Gorath. Rintra gives a speech about how Wong never gave up on them. They make a trip to that Darkhold castle, and they make a trip up there. Wong is thrown out the castle, but Wong uses magic to save himself from plummeting to his death, and this brings us to the final battle. Strange, while in this ruined New York City universe, needs to save Chavez from Wanda in the Darkhold Palace. Strange astral projects himself into his dead self so they can whisper in Chavez's ear. This ambush Chavez better control of her multiverse powers, and this is when they punch each other in and out of other universes. The end of the film is Wanda finally gets to her kids, but she's so mixed up that zombie looking that her kids start crying and she comes to her senses. Wanda blows up the Darkhold domain when she comes to her senses. Her kids are frightened, are scared. We see her in the rubble, unclear if she lives or dies. Probably lives. We have a dialogue with Chavez and Strange where she's happy Strange came back for her, and Strange bows to Wong. They train Chavez to hone her skills further. Billy and Tommy are in the movie, and they're age up. They only appear at the end. Now, what I believe is going to happen, that instead of no more mutants, what she's going to do, Wanda is going to say no more multiverse, and it's going to bring all the multiverse or worlds together. I don't know, something like that. Something like, hey, no more multiverse, only one reality, but this reality has like the mutants, Doctor Doom, and so on and so on. So that's my theory for now. So that's some of the first plot lead that we have. What are your thoughts on it? Makes sense regarding what we have so far about the film. So there's a high possibility that this plot lead could be true. But leave your comments below. What are your thoughts on it? Thank you so much for watching. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.